Tactical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
And good evening, art aficionados and comic book connoisseurs, to another episode of Proof of Comics. I'm your host, Frédéric Guimont, and I'm joined tonight with my co-host here.
A man that I call Bob.
Where did Uzis go? We got to bring back Uzis.
You mean Uzis?
Yes.
Uzi Soft.
Uzi Soft.
Oh my god.
That's right. Hand frequency.
That's right. We're also joined by Wrangler from Frequency Studios.
A whole lot of hola. How's it going, guys? I'm just over here playing a little bit of the Punisher from the Marvel vs. Capcom arcade collection and dishing out some good old-fashioned vigilante justice with all the moral sensibilities of an 80s action flick and a flamethrower, the way life ought to be.
Wow, that's quite an introduction. A very fine way of saying I'm dishing out punishment. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I played it yesterday on your stream.
A really bad dad joke, pun.
Go ahead.
Did you make a bad dad joke just now?
Me? Who?
You.
Me? What bad dad joke did I make?
That was a bad dad joke. You know it. We know it. We all know.
Well, I don't know if I know it, so spell it out.
Didn't you say punch time or some shit? Punch man?
No, I said he's dishing out punishment.
I think you emphasized the pun.
I put the pun in punishment.
Who's making the dad jokes now? Jeez.
That's pretty good.
Fucking Frederick. That's what I heard.
He puts the pun in punishment.
And that's all, folks.
And copyright.
There you go. That's right, everybody.
Oh boy.
Oh, what is this?
So tonight I'm working on Otter's Commission. Right here. So this is a scene in I believe it's oh man, I'm losing my vocabulary. I gotta
It's
warm up.
Steel and Cuckbright. That's the name of the book.
Stormbright, still in Stormbright.
Cuckbright.
And yeah, they're in a well, that's not them stealing Stormbright. I think that's just one of the two stealing Stormbright here, and he's with a female character as well. I haven't read
Definitely
the book
Steel
yet.
and Cuckbright.
I haven't read
I
the
beta rate it. So
Otter, you need to get in here and explain to me what I'm drawing here.
Just like the main villain is General Circe.
Yeah, is that how you pronounce it?
Yep, that is the proper pronunciation.
I know there's like heated debates online about how people pronounce that.
Well, you know, if they're pronouncing anything different, then it's wrong.
That's wrong, eh?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, boy. So, Frederick, how did you like the tariffs this morning?
Well, we're not feeling the tariffs here. And I think they canceled the tariffs I'm hearing today. Like, I'm hearing they made a deal apparently. So they're gonna, Trudeau like came back to Trump. Yeah, he caved just like Mexico caved. And they're creating a fentanyl czar. And they're going to be sending troops to the border. I think it's 1,800 or something like that. And
So, correct me if I'm wrong. The whole point was to make them actually, because the whole thing was he's putting the tariffs on because they weren't helping with the border on both sides, Canada's border and America's border, or
Right.
Mexico border.
And they
Albeit
want-
there's a little bit of something I could see happening with Mexico. I think that was also to make a deal where make Mexico's government be more open to working with going against the cartels.
That's right, because Mexico is very run by cartels.
Yes, and to be actually effective against the cartels, you are going to have we're going to have to work with Mexico's government, the military and shit.
Yeah, because they're friends with the cartels.
No, not all of them. It depends on the region. There is actual they have fucking fights all the time. Military.
It's what they do.
You can actually find channels that actually cover how it's actually going down in Mexico.
We gotta
in Mexico.
Like right now, I think one of the cartels are having like a full blown civil war. Since
yeah, we got a clip of it right here.
All hell is going to break loose, and you're going to need a Bitcoin.
That's right.
Those cartels are dealing in catnip.
Yeah, they're crossing it. They're bringing it across the border, and those drug sniffing dogs ain't gonna have it.
But either way, you gotta actually have to work with Mexico.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
And it's not the first time we did it before. We did it with Colombia when it came to their cartel.
And Panama's in the picture as well.
And of course,
a lot of changes. It's in just 2 weeks of executive orders.
I will say the amount of fucking retarded ass Redditors that were just really upset. Like Canadian fucking Redditors, Frederick, they were so upset.
It's like, how many levels of retarded can you be? Like, you're a Canadian Redditor, liberal. Of course, you're going to be upset.
They were
But
all
that's to be expected.
it's just funny watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to
Normal.
be. Some people might be hit hard by. I was actually thinking of the comic book printers out in Edmonton because they're shipping comics to all the major publishers, right? And having had tariffs on that would have hurt the mainstream comics even more. But yeah, I think they averted the tariffs. They're making deals, and Trump's getting what he wants as usual. I mean, he did write the book, The Art of the Deal. I don't know why the other politicians didn't read it. It's in there. And he wrote the book, The Art of the Comeback. So
All right.
they should have seen this coming, is what I'm trying to say.
Punisher just brings out a minigun.
Yeah, you have access, but you don't keep them very long.
It's because I use up all the ammo.
I guess that would make sense. It is a nice little game. I thought it ended a little bit too quickly, but
I mean, also Redditors, I guess, don't understand that if we're producing our own oil and using our own oil, eventually we don't have to rely on Canada for energy.
we do have cheap energy in the terms of hydro. Hydro's even better because you don't have to spend oil, or you can sell your oil.
Yeah, but they're acting like suddenly our entire East Coast will go down.
No, I know. Well, they're
Well,
always
we're actually, for
acting
once,
idiots.
actually drilling our own oil and using it.
They're always acting like chickens with their heads cut off.
I'm like, for some reason, I think they think we're France, where France actually does have to import energy from other countries.
Gas, yeah. Like Germany's did the stupid moves by shutting down their nuclear, I believe, and they're all dependent on
Yes,
coal
on
and
foreign,
natural
which is good luck, Germany.
So somebody got into the governments and made them all vulnerable, and now they're all in a terrible state.
I'm sure it's totally not China.
China.
Well, we know it is China in terms of Canada because our national security tells us that at least 5 of our ministers have been corrupted by China, but they're not going to tell us which 5 until 100 years from now.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't it's sealed for 99 years or some shit?
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like
It's like the JFK. Welcome, Lord Otter. Here we go.
Hey,
Thank
you for making it happen. Thank you.
That was so funny. To see Reddit. Once again, Reddit was like fucking melting down over that.
Of course.
They were all like, "Oh, he's a Nazi. He just showed that he was a Nazi." I'm like, "Oh God, Reddit."
So here, what was it? It was that and on the government website for like travel and shit, it's now just LGB.
Make America straight again. Are we allowed to say stuff like that?
LGB is saying what?
Lesbian, gays, and bi.
Okay.
They dropped the TQ plus I double XYDZ do DDD don't.
I would call that a credit to their movement then. Dropping all the VIN number extras.
You know, the L1, R1, left, right, L1, R1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 6.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
Yeah. Community. He's just putting the LGB, which they're freaking out over.
It's as if there was a choir singing of people freaking out.
I mean, you got to play it faster.
I know. I'm just like, I need to.
No,
Isn't that
that's a work
beautiful?
of art.
That's
Dude,
beautiful.
listen, it's been already a great start to this year, to be honest with you. You know,
And we're just 1 month in.
I mean, I can't wait to see so many people cope about how Assassin's Creed Shadow fucking flops next month. We got Doom: The Dark Ages looking
But
fucking
it's
great.
it's not coming out next month, Billy Bob.
Yeah, it is.
No, they pushed it back.
To win.
Yeah, if Ubisoft wanted to do that, they should have just made a game.
No,
version.
no. It's coming out March.
Oh, it's coming out in March,
Yes, it was supposed to come out this month,
right?
and then they pushed it back again.
Because it's Black History Month and Yasuke is Black History.
Which I watched. I think I watched Asmongold like reacting to
Yes, I
one of
did
the
too.
YouTubers' videos. I know who the YouTuber is. I actually like watching his videos. They're pretty good. Where he's going through Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
Where I think he got to play it, and I think, of course, a bunch of YouTubers got to play it, and it's still.
Did
broken.
you see the Japanese reviewer whose video got taken down 8 times?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's just doing a legit, like, he's fucking Japanese, so he's polite. Like, he's not even like, and for hate speech. So apparently it's hate speech to dislike Yasuke.
I'm being oppressed, so says I, the major corporation that's always
Yes. Well, there's much less corporations than there are like gamers, so technically they are a minority.
There is something that's getting more and more authoritarian. You know the Toxic mod, right?
The Toxic mod or mob?
No, Tox mod. That's the name of it.
No, I don't know anything about Tox mod.
So it is a AI algorithm thing that they put into on voice chat to detect you saying naughty words and getting you banned. It's currently been put in other games. It's put in GTA Online now as well.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck them.
Do any of you guys remember the old movie, what was it? The Last Dragon? No, not The Last Dragon. Actually, yeah, The Last Dragon. It was like one of them blaxploitation kung fu movies.
No.
Doesn't ring a bell. Like I love those old blaxploitation movies. Like they had great soundtracks.
It's like if Ubisoft should have just made a video game version of that movie if they wanted to do what they're doing with Assassin's Creed right now.
So, Frederick, you know how YouTube's shit works. That's what we're basically getting now in voice chat, by the way. Where YouTube has the AI thing scan.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Pick up
Absolutely.
certain naughty words.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say that. Yeah.
Yeah, verboten.
I'm a Gen X redneck. If they want naughty words, I got tons of them for them.
And you're a writer. You can even write as many as you want.
Yeah, so I can draft it all out first if they really like.
We can even be creative, and that's
What's really going to get that to go away is if they keep banning most of their bigger player base or like their whales and stuff. They'll drop that shit.
that's the thing.
Like everyone
Which-
needs to say, you need to find all the whales of these games and just have them scream every obscenity ever. Then watch the fucking the profit margin of these games drop.
Bring on the real gamer words.
Yeah, it's like, let's see this.
Have they
last
ever listened
long.
to what's said in the Call of Duty lobby?
Also, evidently, Xbox is done.
What happened?
They're no longer doing exclusives.
And just like that, Nintendo wins the console wars.
I don't know, man. The Steam Deck is pretty impressive because did you know you can even play
Hey,
a
Frederick,
Nintendo
you know I can't play
Switch?
Zelda on the Steam Deck, right?
Huh?
You know you can't play Zelda on the Steam Deck.
Yes, you can. You can emulate a Switch on the Steam Deck. It's crazy, man. This machine does everything. It's not the most performant out there, but it's versatile as fuck.
I was
You got-
gonna say that emulators, the only thing about them is that you really have to keep an eye out for is that they don't perform the best. Some of them, it just depends.
Yeah,
Also,
you got
you're
to
not
tweak
using the game legally, and
settings.
there could be a chance you get malware, so you have to be careful.
It's a Linux system. It's not a Windows system. Like malware, everything is compartmentalized in a Linux system. You don't have to worry about viruses and stuff. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, this machine is very impressive. Like it's not the fastest, but damn, it's the most versatile. And you can just hit the power button to put it into sleep mode, and when you want to pick it up again, you're right back in your game where you were. Like it's crazy quick access to your games. It's reliable and it plays well. You just got to cap your AAA games down to 30 FPS most of the time.
Oh my god! And then all the PC masturbators, they all cried in unison. Oh my god, 30 FPS.
Micro resuscitate me.
I mean,
You know, I thought you were gonna say PC Master Race, but PC Masturbators is just an all around better term.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I understand that you should accept that 60 frames a second should be mostly mandatory in games, right? However, acting like 30 frames is the biggest fucking crime to humanity ever. I'm like, I don't know about you. I'll go from 60 and I can go back to 30. Yes, there's about, I don't know, 5 minutes of and then you get over it and you're used to it again.
Yeah, and I'm coming from not having ever played 60 FPS, so I'm not even aware of what I'm missing. So I'm enjoying it, enjoying the ride right now. And I gotta say, my favorite game so far, Cyberpunk. Dude, that game has got.
Anyways, you hear that, Otter?
What about Cyberpunk?
No. He was saying it was the worst game ever.
It is freaking awesome, man. You got great music, great ambiance,
Oh my gosh, shut the
great
fuck
characters.
up. I'm gonna spoil your whole perception of this game with the story, my friend.
It just gets better and better.
No, I like it a lot.
Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, you can fix some things in that game that can fix, but you can't fix the story in that game. It is busted. And before anyone says anything, I played the game. I beat the game like 4 to 5 times. So I do know what I'm talking about.
Did you
of this fucking game?
did you play the DLC? I was gonna say the BLT.
The DLC changes nothing.
The
It just
BLT
adds
sounds
it.
good.
Yeah, well,
The
BLT's
DLC
coming later.
Nothing. It just gives you 3 extra endings that are equally as shit.
Now, excuse me while I download the BLT.
Yeah, James, get in here.
Extra B.
You BLT.
But like the the DLC really doesn't change that much as people made it out like it is.
I don't know, man. I hear people raving about the game, so you may be missing out on something.
How am I missing out when do you understand I've beaten this game 5 times?
Well,
I played
don't
this
know.
game on launch when it was so broken.
Well,
Trust me, it wasn't just the bugs that was wrong with the game. It
I
was
can't
the
explain
narrative.
why you don't like it. I'm just saying I really enjoy it. I think it's really cool.
Keep playing the story.
Yeah, I'm playing the story. I'm still early stage right now, but I'm pretty impressed with it.
Like to the point where I don't know how they go from having really great small details depending on your choices in The Witcher 3 to going to we have a final ending that actually doesn't make sense because for some reason they didn't think to make it make sense. Because technically the ending the one ending acts like a character is dead even though that character isn't dead because I'd never had them involved in the ending. Perfect. You are CD Project Red. Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful.
it's not for everybody.
And then Keanu Reeves. I'm actually going to disagree with Razor. I don't think he was complete shit in that game. I know some people say that, but I actually think he was off. Sometimes he was really good. Sometimes he wasn't. I will give the game credit. At least they actually used the budget of getting a fucking big actor and actually
Yeah.
had the actor in the game for a lot of the game. a lot of times they're like in there for, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes of the entire game when they usually do that shit.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the. I think I'm just about to meet. What's his name?
So you're not even done with the prologue.
I keep thinking Johnny Mnemonic. It's like it's the same storyline.
So you're not even at the prologue. You haven't even done the heist yet, or finished the prologue.
I think I've got 45 minutes in, something like that.
The prologue, the final mission in the prologue is the heist. And then that kicks off the game.
Yeah. No way.
It also has the Fallout 4 problem, kind of Bethesda problem in general, where oh my god, I'm dying. Spend the next 7 years in game time.
Oh, that trope.
Driving around. It's like,
I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean?
So where it's implying that there's a ticking time element to it when it's really false. It's
fake urgency. Okay.
Yeah, there's a name for it. They call it, I think in the gaming sphere they call it what is it? Ludonarrative dissonance, where it's like there's a full-on divide between like you playing the game and what the story wants you to think.
yeah, the reason I bring up Fallout 4 is the game was like, you need to find your son, Sean. And you just spend like, I don't know, 700 hours.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've heard people talk about it.
Yeah, and it's like, Cyberpunk has that problem too, where your character is quote unquote dying and you need to get the chip out of your head. But you can fuck around for a lot of time. It's no problem. Like, which even pisses me off even more, because the original marketing for the game was not this whole story about your character dying and all this other shit. The story was presented as becoming a legend. So I thought the entire narrative was you're going to get bigger and bigger as a, what is it called? Edge runner? Cyber runner?
Yeah. Edge runner. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what originally the marketing was like. And then until the game actually was getting close, then they switched it up to that shit. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a little thing called development hell.
I mean, making AAA games is not easy.
Yeah, but when you're I don't know, $1 billion company, you have no excuse for laziness.
That is true.
And for subpar stuff.
Yeah, I'll grant you that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, I'm not giving Assassin's Creed Shadows a pass.
Oh, dude,
Ubisoft has what, like 10,000 employees or some shit?
It's like the biggest It's on Fire ever. Like, it's like smoke is coming from the Ubisoft factories, and they're like, everything's fine. This is fine. This is totally fine.
It's fine, guys.
It'll be fine.
Do you know what you can pre-order for Assassin's Creed Shadow?
Oh, I'm afraid to ask what.
Microtransactions.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fun. That's exactly what I wanted.
I forgot where it is, but I think they actually put it up for pre-order as a fucking currency.
Kids, don't buy Assassin's Creed microtransaction ahead of time. Buy Bitcoin instead. Okay.
God, it's gonna be like I said, unless I'm wrong, I fully expect it to fail. I'll be really fucking shocked.
There is one thing that can save it. Just one thing.
Yeah.
Show me.
Hello, wavy. Oh! What happened? Just still focus on me now. Focus on me. We're still streaming here, okay? The physics can sometimes break as I'm doing these demos, but never mind that. Next pose, Superman pose. Guys, eyes on me. You can still move your fingers. Oh wow, but boobas have. Oh, okay, well, that would make sense because the boobs have its own physics capsule, so just try not to get distracted.
Those are some
Yeah,
wild
good luck.
boobas.
Those boobas have their own physics capsule, man.
The boobas
and
have a mind of their own.
Oh, and evidently the two characters do play different, but Yusuke is basically useless in this game because he's not an assassin. Like he can't jump in hay.
He's stealthy.
Can't really
He's
jump at
impressive,
all.
though. He's
Can't really
super
fly.
stealthy. He's so stealthy you can't even find him on the posters and the promotional material.
The one YouTuber had a great comment. Ubisoft's so desperate that they're actually trying to finish the game
Before they release it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
The only thing that could save it is actually finishing the game.
Yeah, By the way, we're in a historic time. If that's true, I mean, like I said, Bethesda broke records. I mean, the most absolute fucking amazing achievement by Bethesda ever. The first time any of their games have actually been in a playable state, wow. It's amazing.
Wait,
It's really impressive.
you saying Assassin's Creed is a Bethesda game? What do you mean?
No. Anyways, it has been 7 years. Yes, you heard me. 7 years since Elder Scrolls 6 was done revealed.
Oh,
Before
I
it
see.
was actually even in development. It's only been in development since 2023.
I hear that's a really good game, though, Elder Scrolls.
Which one?
I don't even know. I haven't played any of them.
You have not played it?
Or is there a Elden
What have you
Ring?
been living under a fucking rock?
Yes.
How did
I live
you
under a rock?
How did you miss? We've had Skyrim for 14 years now, and there's been like 7 fucking re-releases of this. Fuck.
I keep hearing people talk about it, but I never played it. I didn't have a game set up. Like I was on a Linux most of the time, and then on a Mac the other rest
Here's
of the
how I
time.
recommend Skyrim to you: mod it.
Well, yeah, that I know. It's
That's
like,
a lot of Bethesda games, though.
Here's how I'm gonna recommend Oblivion. Don't mod it. The jankiness and fucking brokenness of it's beautiful.
Really?
I mean, I love that one dialogue order where the actor just re-recorded his line during the attempt. And,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's so good, man. I love that.
and it's like quite a few times it happens. You know what? The only thing I would recommend is turning on the what was it? One of the things that Bethesda was trying to do with Oblivion was have the NPCs having like their fully played out schedules and shit, and then making their own choices and stuff. Yet the reason why they got rid of that, scrapped that idea, because you would walk into town and the entire town would be dead. Because all it takes is the NPCs can't surrender. So if they steal something, it's either it's just die, fight the guards and die.
Right.
So when they were testing it, they would just go into a town and everyone's just fucking murdered. I remember.
I also got GTA 4 just to mod it.
Army members.
I think that's gonna be.
I
fun.
agree with TTs. Nah, I mean, I think you should go for a vanilla playthrough on first one before you do any major.
Oh yeah, you think I should try it before adding the mods just to get a feel for it?
Well, I mean, make the mods where you can actually play it on PC. But before you get any like visual mods that change any of that or make it where it's winter time, which is a really cool mod, I think play it vanilla and then do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And one of the mods I do recommend after you do your vanilla playthrough is get like the Liberty City in winter time.
Really?
Which, if I remember correctly, at one point in development, it may have been something that they were going to set it in. Liberty City was going to be in winter, and it fucking works so well with the game, having it be snow.
Well, that sounds cool, man. I'll check it out. There's so much good stuff. Like there's enough mods out there to make your own remastered version of it. 4K, everything. And you can tweak like there's that. This game has gotten a lot of love from modders. I'll tell you. Some of the stuff I want to get is like better interaction with the NPCs, better traffic control, so variety of cars on the road, and adjustment of traffic volume depending on the day. That goes for pedestrian as well as cars. Stuff like that sounds really interesting.
The problem with that mod, the traffic one, is technically it's set in New York City, which is always shitty traffic.
No, at night it's pretty clear, and I think you have like adjustment levels you can set it to, like so you always have control over it.
Like I said, I recommend playing vanilla first.
I hear you.
Plain vanilla. I mean, does that have the Battle of Gay Tony and the Lost in the Dam DLC? Did it come with the one you bought?
I haven't looked yet. I haven't even I don't even know if. No, I haven't downloaded 4 yet. I got 5 as well because 5 was like $15 or something. I was like, oh, I can't not take it, dude. I bought so many games just because they were dirt cheap. Witcher 3. I had no intent on playing Witcher 3 at all, but I'm like, dude, $10. Like 80% off. You're like, all right, I guess I'll take it.
I mean, I hate the combat in Witcher 3, but I mean, it's still worth playing.
Yeah.
I just when what was it, the next gen version that came out with The Witcher 3, I re-downloaded it and played for like an hour and went, I can't do this anymore. I've done like 4 or 5 full playthroughs of that in the DLC, and I was like, I hate this combat. I can now understand where people were really bitching about it way back.
It's very floaty.
Well, I also hated that so you're stuck in animation when Geralt's swinging his sword.
Okay.
And this is fine. Like, I'm fine with having it where I'm stuck and I get punished for my, attacking at the wrong time, right? And getting punished for it.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. However, what I don't like is the little fucking drowny fucks and other creatures. Well, they can just break out of their being hit.
I see, right. It doesn't play fair with the NPCs.
Right, and then I'm getting fucking hit even though I can't fucking respond to the hit because I think there's also some input delay in it as well. And I'm like, I just hate this.
Oh, fuck it.
I don't even remember Witcher 2 playing that bad. Which is kind of sad because I do like it. Like I said, I think I've beaten that game 4 or 5 times. I like it.
You like it outside of the combat?
Yeah, outside the combat, I like the story.
Okay.
And I had one of my favorite quests where I threw the baby in the oven.
What?
That wasn't a real baby, but it was to trick the demon.
In Minecraft, right?
No, I mean literally trick the demon in the game. Who you had to trust him, so you threw the baby. That wasn't a baby; it was a fake baby.
Right.
It was a demon baby.
But you know what? I give it credit because I was when I first played it, I was like, when the choice came up, I was like, I don't know if I can throw it. I was like, oh, thank God, that was the right choice.
All right.
Could have been very bad had it been slightly different.
And I was like, oh no. If I didn't do that, it would have went worse.
Could have been much worse.
That's right. And then they made Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I also started playing a little bit of Spider-Man. I haven't gotten used to the
Spider-Man.
Yeah, camera and fighting action yet. So we'll see.
Just to give you a heads up, you can eventually install a Spider-Man mod in GTA 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I saw there's some mods for Spider-Man to make it hyper-realistic New York as well.
No. I'm saying in GTA 4.
Yeah.
You play Spider-Man with
GTA 4 you've got a lot of choices of mods in there. It's
you can have a Kalishnikov, with Spider-Man block people's brains.
That's funny.
Spider-Man. He can do whatever a Spider-Man wants to rob, which is a bank.
Because whatever a spooter can.
That's right. Butt sauce. What are you doing, butt sauce?
Butt sauce in the
Oh.
house. Beep, beep.
Otter.
Yeah.
I need to look this up. I'll be right back, but I need to look this up later. I think a new Berserk chapter is being scheduled.
Oh, nice.
I think I saw something about it. I think I need to look up to see if they put out the date. I'm ready for it.
Hope you feel better, Rita.
Sneeze.
Yeah.
You weren't sick, Readout. You lying. I saw you on the stream with James and them. I tuned in a little bit. Told you to bring up General Hooker.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
General Hooker.
General TJ Hooker.
That's a reference I'm not getting. That's
It's an old show, and I was doing a kind of sort of Family Guy reference at the same time.
okay. Family Guy. I've watched a whole lot of Family Guy. A little bit. I did love the Star Wars take on Family Guy. That was quite impressive that they did a whole movie. The whole remake of The Last Hope with all the Family Guy characters.
They did better at it than Star Wars does nowadays. Go figure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, Star Wars is dead, as they say.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And, yeah, maybe it'll change when Kathleen Kennedy gets out. I mean, you definitely need change at the head of Lucasfilm. That's obvious. But who's going to make the change? And is it going to be someone who's not woke or who at least understands that you got to get the woke out of it? And then again, are you going to find a good enough team that knows Star Wars to capture the magic again? And even if you do capture the magic again, have you pissed too many people off?
Yeah, they need to let it rest for a while.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Even if they go all in and bring it back to what it's supposed to be, they still
Put it
need
in
to give it a break for a little bit.
Put it
first.
in a seed vault, like in Greenland,
If
deep
they
underground.
really want to do it right, get a good team of writers, get working on it now, but plan it for like nothing coming out for like 2-3 years at least, and then start releasing stuff, provided they're actually.
Yeah, I mean, Disney used to be good at that. Remember when they would they'd release some of their movies on VHS only once every 4 years or something like that? Or was it even worse than that? Was it every 10 years? It was like,
Yeah.
it took a lot. I remember it felt really long when I was a kid. So 4 years would feel really long when you're a kid because you've only gone through 2 or 3 of those. Readout says, I'm not sick, at least I don't think, but I've been sneezing. So maybe you're allergic to something.
Allergies.
Yeah.
Allergies.
Almost saved the Union. I still don't know, but almost. Can't get all the references, I guess.
Oh, this dude's got nunchucks. I want them.
How about this, Otter?
Screw you, Chad. You're awesome in a video game.
Otter, what do you think about her arm like this behind the pillow?
I like that a lot better.
That works, eh?
Yeah, that works for me.
Because I think I'm close to done. Like, I've contemplated adding things behind them, but it would just block them looking at each other.
I think it would be too much because kind of how I see your illustration here, how it's going to be in the novel is kind of think how a Gary Gianni illustration in like Solomon Kane or The Shadow would look like. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's no panels. It's open aired. So just like the characters are framed by the door on one end and the candles and the pillows on the other end here. And I even added, I don't know if this is too much, but I added a little good luck charm over the door. You let me know if that's too much. But
no, it's fine. Just so long as it's not two moons crossing together, I think we'll be good.
No, it's a horseshoe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You know about horseshoes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They still do that. Do they do that in Tennessee, Billy Bob? Oh, he's not back.
He might be AFK.
Yeah. All right, because I think I'm pretty close to starting the inks. I've just got to clean up a little bit of his clothing here. I'm gonna grab the book.
Did you get rid of the pride flags from Spider-Man yet?
I didn't see them are in Spider-Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen them yet. I will definitely. That will piss me off, and I will.
I think PC has the next gen version, which added that shit.
Well, I've got the remastered.
Yeah, it's next gen version.
So you think that one has the? Well, I'll tell you for sure. I will mod the fuck out of it if I see.
By the way, people need to call out Sony. Sony was charging fucking a full price for basically a patch for Spider-Man and all their other exclusives and shit. Egregious. That shit should have been free.
I don't know about the story. What happened?
They changed Peter Parker's model in the
yeah
remaster for some reason, and all it did was add 60 FPS and I think ray trace reflections and shit.
Sure.
It was basically a glorified fucking patch that they tried selling you for another $70.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, this should have been a patch. Fuck you, Sony. You're a shitty company. You're just as bad as Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean they're all corporations at the end of the day, so they function. You know, it depends on the leadership, but they're all after
I know,
money.
but people been like fucking gagging on Sony's dick for the last decade, and they just won't stop.
Yeah, because they've been doing a few things better than the other corporations, and if you compare them to Disney, they're absolutely doing fantastic.
They've actually been just as bad as Microsoft in these decade.
Oh,
like they're they ruined God of War. Kratos is a pussy now.
I've never played that version. I was
deck. You need to play God of War as well.
Yeah, I was considering God of War, but I didn't pick it up. But I was looking at it for sure. Like that looks like a lot of fun. Is it gone woke as well, or is it just pussified?
No. The old God of Wars don't. I like 2018's God of War, but they turned Kratos into a pussy.
Yeah.
He's like, you shouldn't rage and you shouldn't take revenge. And Atreus, my little son Atreus.
Listen to me. I only killed an entire pantheon of gods.
Well, almost an entire pantheon. He did fuck Aphrodite and left her alive.
That is true.
Which was kind of funny because I think he ends up killing Hephaestus right after that. Like you go from look this, Frederick. This is when you kill Poseidon.
Oh, dude, that is so badass.
Oh, and that's another thing. The new God of Wars do not get any to level of like fucking set pieces that God of War 1, 2, and 3 had. Like in this one, in like fucking God of War 3, you open the game with fighting on Gaia back while she's climbing up Mount Olympus. And you're fighting like Poseidon and his creatures and shit. Also, Otter, have you ever played God of War?
I haven't, though I've always meant to. I played like little bits of like one of the crappier ones. I think it was Chains of Olympus that I played a little bit of. Even that I really enjoyed. Yeah.
The PSP ones. To anyone who doesn't know, you had like God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then you had God of War Ascension, which was a sequel, but it was a prequel. And then you had Chains, the one Otter just mentioned, and you had one other one, but those were PSP games. They were both prequels, I think. Really weird. Also, I love this game because the gods are actually represented correctly. They're just assholes.
Yeah.
Literally in the first game, Frederick,
Yeah.
Kratos is he's been working for the gods for 10 years because he wants the memories of killing his wife and daughter wiped from his,
Oh, damn.
wiped. And they're like, yeah, you do work for us, we'll forgive your sins. So he eventually goes through the whole first game and he finally kills Ares, right? And then Athena's like, oh yeah, we forgave you, but we're not letting you fucking forget about like murdering your wife and kid that you wanted. Oh yeah, you can also just become the God of War now and just ends the game pissed off on the seat. Like,
That's cool, man. I like that.
I think the
do think
original
this
God
one
of War is meant to be a full on like it's meant to be a Greek tragedy in how it's structured and everything. It's a high and mighty character brought low by the end. That's essentially what happens until he becomes the God of War.
yeah, it's well. So the whole point with Kratos is he was like a general Spartan. He gets his ass kicked by the fucking barbarians, and then decides to submit his soul to Ares. Ares wanted Kratos because he wanted a perfect warrior because he was planning on overthrowing Zeus and stuff. And then Ares was like, hey man, you're like a really good warrior, but you know what would make you better? Here, let me trick you into killing your wife and son. That'll make you better.
Yeah.
All in the name of self-improvement.
That's right.
I also
All in a day's
wish
work.
listed that vampire game you suggested, Otter. The Vampire Survivor, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah, Vampire Survivors.
Yes, that looks cool. I haven't picked it up yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna. It's $6.
I really recommend it.
It's pretty cheap, and it looks like it's got something special to it.
You're gonna lose track of time and you won't care.
Also, I
yeah.
love in God of War 3, every time you kill a god, the world just starts going through fucking apocalyptic plagues. You kill Poseidon, the fucking world floods. I think when you kill Hades, it releases all like the fucking spirits and wraiths into the world.
Zeus should have kept you where you belong.
Also, Hercules in this game is voiced by the dude from the Hercules TV show.
Kevin Sorbo?
Yeah.
That's
Is it
all-
actually?
If I remember correctly, yes.
Oh, that's cool, man.
If I remember correctly, they had one of the dudes from one of the Hercules shows actually voice Hercules in this game.
Now, what was kind of cool is you guys remember the whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series?
Yeah.
Yeah, back during a point where they were doing a Dracula movie, they actually got the guy playing Dracula to come in the series and play Dracula there too.
Oh, cool.
Even though, yeah, there were nothing to do with each other. It was just an Easter egg, but it was pretty cool.
It's like a unofficial crossover.
Yeah.
How many gods fall? There will always be another to stand against you. They will fall as well. The death of Olympus means the death of us all. Then prepare for your death, Poseidon.
Look, you just get to beat them to death. By the way, you get none of this in the new God of War.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, he may be Kratos, but over here I get to use a flamethrower.
The what?
But I get to use a flamethrower with the Punisher.
Well, you know, he gets to use the golden fleece, which will fucking reflect those flamethrower flames right back into your face.
Yeah.
I don't care. Flamethrower's still cooler because 80s action.
I'll be right back in a second.
You don't get any of that. Matter of fact, the funniest way is when he kills Balder in 2018. He
mistletoe?
just snaps his neck.
It's so lame.
I figured if he was going to kill Balder, he would have to use mistletoe.
Well, Loki ends up shooting him with the mistletoe. Your son's Loki in this game.
Seriously?
Named Atreus. This is all you get in the.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
Muted, or is everyone?
Is that Michael Dobson's voice?
That's all you get.
That's so lame.
And Ragnarok's is worse. Like the most brutal death you get in this game is you put an axe into one of Thor's sons, like cracking his skull. That's it. Like Kratos doesn't beat someone to death. He doesn't. I mean, fuck. In God of War 3, Kratos rips off Helios's fucking head.
Oh, testing.
Your mic's all fucked up, Frederick.
Cannot hear.
Got
anything
robot
right
mic.
now. Don't know why. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Let me hop out and hop back in.
And God of War Ragnarok was woke.
Oh, was
And
it
was
really?
rushed. It was rushed. The fucking the director dude was like, I didn't want to make a third game, so I'm gonna rush this. The whole Ragnarok part.
Was that David Jaffe?
Who?
Was it Jaffe? I think the guy who made the series.
Guy
who
the
couldn't
dude
play
who made the
Metroid?
series is no longer involved with the series. It's a different dude over the new
Oh.
one. Let me check. Yeah, you have David. Let me.
Jaffe.
I think Corey Barlog is the one who's making the fucking new ones. The dude who made who's originally over the original God of Wars does not, if I remember correctly, does not really like the new God of Wars.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't, from what I remember. Granted, I've heard a bit of the original creator of God of War talk. Like, dude's kind of an asshole in his own right, but I'm like, I do agree with him on. I do agree with him in what he thinks of like the newer games.
Well,
Like,
assholes can be
Corey
right.
Barlog is the one.
Right, he
who's
can
over
still
the
have a
new
point.
ones. Corey Barlog is a fucking male feminist pussy, by the way. And of course, David Gaffey doesn't like it because Corey's a fucking retard who doesn't understand the originals and what they're originally going for. I mean, they're a fucking Greek tragedy. So you're not playing a good guy. You're not supposed to play a good guy.
Yeah.
Our game literally ends with Kratos being like, "Oh man, I got my revenge. Pandora sacrificed herself really for nothing, and I kind of feel bad about that. Well, might as well stab myself and give humanity its hope."
Pretty
Give it
much.
to the
Oh,
ghost of Athena.
Jigsaw. Okay. No wonder he's so tough.
What?
The guy I'm fighting right now. I just looked at his name as Jigsaw. It's like, now I know why he's so tough.
As a matter of fact, frequency, Punisher can't really do anything that much to Kratos. Kratos is
No, Punisher couldn't touch him.
Well, you know, Kratos has died twice in the originals.
Yeah. Oh no,
Technically three times, but he died twice and came back.
Kratos and Punisher are their tiers are
Test,
so
test.
ridiculously far apart. It's
Your mic sounds good.
All right. Some
I mean,
sound
Kratos
issues
is
as usual.
multiversal in power levels.
Yes. And the excuses from the fanboys for the new God of Wars, why Kratos is so fucking weak. He's holding back, guys. He's holding back.
Yeah, that's not the point of Kratos. I watched a thing on the character of Kratos the other day, and they pretty much say Kratos at his worst is Kratos at his best.
Yes.
You don't want him to be a nice guy. That's not the point of the character. The point of the character is to lash out.
Yes,
Well,
but
he's
there were
also
some
a Greek
women
tragedy.
at the meeting, so you know.
Oh,
He's also a Greek tragedy.
HR
character.
time.
You know, Here's the thing: Kratos was always an evil fuck. I mean, he was a Spartan general that literally he gets bested by a barbarian, decides to say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna give my soul to Ares." Accepted it,
That
and then
didn't work
was
out well for him
time
either.
pillaging and murdering and raping for God knows how many years before the incident with his wife.
Yeah.
It just so happens that the gods are bigger dicks. That's it. And they are bigger dicks. They are
Yes.
100% assholes. Like I said, having having Kratos do tasks for them for 10 years, and then finally he achieved and killed Ares, and they're like, you know what? Fuck you. We're not gonna. We know you wanted to forget about what you did to your wife and kid because it haunts you. Oh, and when you try to commit suicide, well, we're gonna bring you up and make you the god of war. Have fun.
It's like such a dick move.
And then God of War's 2 opening is great. Kratos is basically being the god of war, and he's helping the Spartans take on Athens. And Athena's like, Zeus, you're like getting annoyed you're like annoying Zeus and them. You're getting on their nerves. Like you need to stop and calm down. And then she tricks him by having him imbue all his power into the Blade of Olympus, but it wasn't actually to defeat these what is it? The Rhodes statue. The Colossus bronze statue. You have to fight. And it was an elaborate trick so Zeus can pop up and fucking stab your ass and kill you. And then Zeus is also your dad, you know.
Yeah, that's right. He is a demigod before he even starts.
Well, this was a retcon in the second game. Keep in mind the first God of War wasn't ever actually supposed to have a sequel.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a one and
One
done
off,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It did really well. And like I said, I wish the original ending of God of War 3, or the original version of God of War 3 was would have happened, where you were supposed to kill off the Greek gods and Zeus at the very end, or the very beginning of the game. And then it was supposed to switch to, since there's a power vacuum in Greece, the Norse and Egyptian gods were supposed to show up and try to take over. And then a Egyptian and Norse version of Kratos were going to show up. And you're going to be playing as them killing the Norse and Egyptian pantheon as well in the game.
What's next? It's going to fight the fallen angels?
No. The game was supposed to end with the birth of Jesus and the 3 Kratoses being the 3 wise men.
Oh, wow.
I wish that was what we got, to be honest.
That would have been a really like funny conclusion. Just imagining Kratos being a wise man.
Yeah. But it would have been cool. We would have got
It would have been cool.
Would have got a Norse and an Egyptian Kratos play as. I still like God of War 3, just saying. I just I don't know. God of War Ragnarok really soured me on God of War 2018.
Is 3 the latest one?
No. God of War 3. Well, I mean, it's the latest one of the original God of Wars. In 2018, they came out with God of War, just called God of War. It's 2018.
Right.
And then that one had a sequel called God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
In which that game was a fucking mess and a half. It was very clearly the entire story was rushed because the Cory Barlow didn't want to make a third one, so he decided to just fucking rush it to the end with the Norse story.
Oh, here he is, like you said, Eric, Frederick.
What? Who's what? Oh, you're at the boss.
Yeah.
Nice. Can we blow it up? How do I? Yeah, there we go. Boom! Yeah, get him.
Oh, you got to play fucking Daredevil. What are you doing?
This is the Punisher game. You can play Nick Fury or Punisher. That's
Why
it.
wouldn't they have Daredevil?
It would be nice.
Well, remember, Kingpin was not originally a Daredevil villain.
I know that, but you know
he's a
what?
Spidey
Kingpin
villain.
is he's basically a fucking villain for anyone who needs it, right?
Yeah. I mean, mostly with Daredevil lately, but he has always been, Punisher's always been his biggest loss. Punisher always caused him the most grief out of any of them.
Well, not just Daredevil. Spider-Man actually uses Kingpin quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Well,
Yeah.
Kingpin started off with Spidey
Yeah,
comics.
and so did Punisher. Punisher started off in Spidey.
Yep. He was supposed to be a one-off sort of antagonist who was sent after Spidey, and then when Punisher found out Spidey wasn't a villain, because for whatever reason they wanted to make him an idiot in that first appearance. Like, he wouldn't have known who Spider-Man was. Come on. He's not that dumb. But
he's in all the papers.
yeah. But pretty
Did you
much
hear,
Punisher found out he was lied to. Spidey's not a villain, so he goes after the guy who sent him after Spidey.
So what happens when they the new Kingpin, we was Kangs,
Kangpin.
Kangpin.
I heard rumor they might be bringing Jonathan Majors back for Kang. How's that for a surprise?
Oh, the guy they fired?
Yeah.
Really? Hollywood doesn't know what it's doing.
No, I mean, I don't care if they bring him back. In fact,
All right, you need to search that sofa for a sandwich.
We gotta talk about the Fantastic Four trailer.
How about no?
None of you guys watched it or what?
No,
I haven't actually.
Really? Okay.
it's
You're not in.
It actually doesn't look horrible, but I don't trust it yet.
There's a couple of problems with it, but there's a lot of good they did. But those problems kind of ruin this. Like, if you piss in the soup,
what are you talking about?
even just a little, kind of ruins the
Hold on,
soup.
we got the Fantastic Four already in Marvel. They were brutally fucking murdered. Reed Richards was turned into meat spaghetti.
Yes, canon. Yeah, and now he's worse than meat spaghetti. He's what's his name? Oh my god, why is he in every movie? Mandalorian guy. Why?
Pedro
Pascal.
Yeah,
Well, that's a miscast. I'm sorry.
It's so obviously a miscast. The dude cannot play a genius. Like, he can play average guy at best, but he doesn't look smart.
The only role he's really played well as was Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones. That was it.
Yeah, he was great in that one. Yeah, and didn't mind him as Mandalorian for a while either.
I don't know. I fucking hated the second season.
He insisted on taking off the mask. Like, the whole production
Of
was
course he did. He's a fucking... Every shitty ass actor does that, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, no. Oh, that's why, like, in all the, when we're watching like a fucking medieval movie.
Yes.
And they're like, and they always got to have their fucking helmets off, even though they'd probably end up with them dying because of a fucking arrow. I'm gonna do it to show the face. All right, you gonna bring up that trailer?
Oh, I don't have it. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up.
Pull it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do that. It was so cool. I picked up Kingpin and chucked them at everybody else.
Pull it.
I'm a First Amendment absolutist. I believe in only two things completely: the First Amendment and boobs. Once they made the decision that they were not going to allow a conservative, non-sports-related commentary, they couldn't do it.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly as a woman anchoring the show. Did you say the First Amendment and BWBS?
Boobs. Two things that have only never let me down in this entire country's history: the First Amendment and boobs.
How would you even say that live on national television and with a female host?
Because I like boobs and the First Amendment, which is exactly what I said.
All right, let me keep playing clips until you pull up the trailer.
Did you know The word politics comes from poly meaning many and ticks meaning blood-sucking parasite.
Hail Patrick Quinlan. Look what I got in the mail the other day.
Hey, Patrick, how's it going, man? Yeah, blow it up. How do we bring him up?
Sylvia also
You're
says
so much of a boomer. Holy shit. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how StreamYards work. I'm an artist. I'm the talent here, okay?
You've been doing this for 35 weeks now, Frederick.
I've been drawing for 35 weeks while you've been helping me out.
This is not working for you.
It's beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful.
It's going to be fun digging into these. Phenomenon number 1. This is a cool looking chick with the energy hands and smacking the crap out of another chick. Looks like fun. Cat fight.
Wait, Phenomenal Tales. I thought I...
Said her modeling career finally paid off. In this
Jeez.
random Japanese 80s commercial.
By Moebius, none other. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to digging into these right here.
They're absolutely beautiful, man. Me too. I can't wait to get mine. I know it's on the way as well, but I live in Canada, so it takes longer to get here. Makes sense.
Comic tariffs now.
Yeah, but tariffs go the other way. Like, it's going to cost more to get stuff out of Canada. But since we sell it in Canadian dollars, it's actually still cheaper. So it's still going to be cheaper to buy Canadian.
Also, it looks like we have new clips I got to play.
Pump up the volume, speak to hear it.
What was she playing? Bounce Revolution?
She was trying so hard for her tits not to come flying out.
I don't know what to admire more, the jiggle physics or the top tier dancing there.
She's got a lot going on. All right, let's check out this trailer here.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what.
Wait, no, pause.
We're all here.
Why are they recasted Reed Richard? I thought we already had someone playing Reed Richard from
Yes.
That was in the multiverse movie. And this takes place, this one's a different universe again, taking place in the 60s this time.
I thought we just talked about that for 5 minutes. Pedro Pascal playing Reed Richards is the whole problem.
Frontal halftime. Chest up. Now lift the arms up. Control.
Anyways,
why can't comic book chicks look like that chick?
All right, let's get back to our scheduled program.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
Is that a black dude doing his voice?
It's so bad. It's terrible.
No, seriously. Is that a black dude doing his
I
voice?
think so. I'm seeing a black dude when I hear him talk.
That sounds like a black dude.
I think so. I think so.
It sounds like a black dude.
It's so not the thing. Like, it's so not Ben.
I just want him to have like a really, really like gravelly voice or something.
They describe his voice as gravelly in the books. It's like, it makes no sense.
Michael Chiklis had the perfect voice for him.
All right, let's get back to it.
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben
has always been a rock.
Why does Johnny look like a fag in this one?
Because
Go back
it's
to Johnny.
current Marvel Disney.
Zoom back to Johnny. Oh my god. The fuck happened to Johnny? It looks like they made like a really shitty cosplayer of Fred, or not Fred. Yeah, Fred from fucking Scooby Doo.
I'm not gonna judge so quick. Like I'm gonna have to see him like in a scene.
He says, "I'm flaming."
Well, he does say
Flame on.
like,
Come
he does
on.
say flame on.
He
Yes,
looks so fucking faggy.
it's
Flame
a-
on, okay?
it's on brand. It's on brand for Marvel. Come on.
Oh,
good-
you guys, flame on.
Flame on, flame on.
Fire.
He doesn't
Ben
know
has
the
always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Wait, are they doing Galactic or whatever his name is?
At least Galactus looks like Galactus this time, not a big space.
Oh, wow.
Okay, our lawyer's here. Welcome. Where is he? Hey, James, how you doing?
Hello, gays.
Hey, male gaze to you, sir.
You know what? I'm so glad I haven't watched Marvel since Endgame. So, you know,
Should we finish the trailer? I think there's like 2 seconds left or
go
something.
ahead, go ahead. What are they? fucking Children now?
Okay, never mind. It was nothing.
First steps?
Okay,
Are
so
they a fucking baby?
that's pretty
Pretty
bad.
much.
What do you guys think? First impressions.
I don't give a fuck. I haven't given a fuck since I said Disney can go fuck itself. So, you know.
Yeah,
that-
my first impression is
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm kind of pushed back actually. Like Ben's voice turns me off as well as the casting,
Which
of,
makes me suspect that Ben's going to be the insert racism character.
Ariana Grande. Oh
means-
my god.
Which means
Well,
that
they
white
showed him-
supremacy turned him into a rock, right?
Yeah, they did show him before he was Rock, before he was a thing. So
Yeah.
I didn't in that trailer.
Yeah.
didn't
I mean, okay, let's just like, to be fair, I really like the design elements. They put a lot of thought into the 50s look, and
yeah,
the
the
design looks good,
retrofuturism.
which kind of makes me like, a part of me is like, kind of like, oh, I wish this could have been good. Like a couple of different decisions, and this is much, much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, also, fuck you, Pedro Pascal. I don't give a shit about you, you fucking little cunt.
He's in every movie now.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
he's
you know.
he's the only actor.
Either him or Chris Pratt in everything now.
Yeah, I'll take Chris Pratt over him. But Chris Pratt would not have made a better Reed Richards.
No.
No, why didn't they just keep the dude they already had?
Yeah, the dude from The Office.
Was it from the? I don't know who the fuck.
John
Yeah.
Krasinski, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, John Krasinski.
I just don't see what was the point. I mean, instead of shoving Pedro Pascal in it, I guess.
It's backroom deals, promoters.
Well, he is taking it in the back room.
That's
Yes!
Giggity. I do kind of wonder though if even if they
John
wanted to get John Krasinski in it, if he didn't just say no, he probably, I don't know, that might just be a hunch on my end, but
yeah,
John
maybe he has too much
Krasinski's like
self-respect to do another Marvel movie.
he actually seems like a decently smart guy when it comes to a lot of this stuff, and I'm wondering if he's like, I don't want to be in the middle of this.
How much you
He's
want to
a-
bet Johnny Storm is gay in the show?
He's also a director, isn't he? Like,
Yeah,
Krasinski?
he A Quiet Place was like his first film, I think.
Welcome back, James.
Frederick's got a foot fetish over here. Very Japanese.
Hello.
This is Otter's commission, so all the fetishes I pass on to
Oh,
Otter.
how Japanese of you, Otter.
Hey, I asked Frederick to draw a picture of Stormbright and another character, and Frederick's like, "Hey, can I draw boobs?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
And then you were like, but in one edition, you have to draw feet.
Oh God,
you fucking degenerate! Very, very Japanese, you know. Also, Shinkage says Johnny looks like Ariana Grande. I must concur. You know?
Yeah, dude, her promo tour with the fucking what's it called, the witch movie was terrible. Did you guys see
terrible
all those interviews?
They were like holding hands.
It's so cringe, man.
Yeah,
Hollywood sucks.
But like I said, who wants to bet that Johnny Storm's the gay character on the show?
It wouldn't surprise me.
And he ends. That's how he gets his saying. You know, it's to let the world know that gays are acceptable. And he says, "Flame on."
Flame on.
But they're certainly not showing it because they know.
And then he does the little twirl, and it'll be like Hunger Games with Katniss Everdeen. Right?
You're gonna get pushback as soon as people hear, if that is true, which I'm not sure it is, because you're gonna get pushback as soon as people start talking about that, unless they do it like really subtly, like they make him subtly
really
gay.
Cares at this point.
Well, they've been losing money on it. They've been
They've been losing money and don't care.
Every project.
16-bit Vincent D'Onofrio.
You know what? I pictured in my head just the director's like, look, Johnny, what we need you to do is when you walk, sway a little bit more and walk with open palms. There you go. There you go.
Just be a little fabulous, if you know what we mean.
And while you're at it, suck some cock.
I'm being serious.
I'll be in my
trailer. He does look
trailer.
like gay in that show from what that trailer we just watched. He does.
That's a giant piece of shit. I didn't even see it. All I saw was Pedro Pascal or heard the announcement of Pedro Pascal. I was like, okay, I'm done. Bye.
Yeah, I think he's the biggest liability to that project.
And
what
then
we have to do is we have to get Billy Bob's favorite people, the Muslims, to put a fatwa on Pedro Pascal.
So you got to get Pedro. You got to get Pedro to draw Muhammad, Billy Bob.
That's right.
No, that's a bit too far. We just need a fatwa, not a.
Tell him it will really own the Nazis, you know.
Well, fatwa is basically just they spirit. I guess they religious boycotts. That's what we need on them.
That's right.
I know you probably thought it was something else, but
we're gonna have a religious boycott of Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get the
paperwork. I mean, it'll be like 2 million people.
Get the paperwork. You're the lawyer, so you put it together.
Holy crap, Frederick! The description here at the end of this game is better writing than current day Marvel movies.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
It's not a high bar.
No, it's not.
Right. It's like. So how what'd you think of the game? It's pretty short, huh?
Yeah, well, remember, it was an arcade. It wasn't meant to go on and on forever.
Yeah.
It was a quarter cruncher.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It's a nice little fidget through. This would be a lot more fun if with 2 players simultaneous. Too bad we can't do that over
Yeah, that sucks. I gotta look into it, but last I heard, you can have somebody tag on as a viewer. So, which you could do by streaming anyway, so it's kind of stupid. But we could play together for all the other Versus games. So you could create a lobby, I could join the lobby, and in the Versus games, you can set all the rules. So you can say, okay, I want this feature, not this feature. So you can have a lot of interesting, fun settings. You can remove some stuff.
I don't even know how to set up all that lobby stuff myself.
Yeah, me neither. I just got the game yesterday. But we'll look into it. We'll figure it out.
That's the whole reason I grabbed it, is so we can play the Punisher together, and it doesn't let us.
Yeah. Can't win them all. But we'll play some Marvel versus. It'll be fun. Like the Marvel versus Capcom 2 is crazy. Like you got 3 versus 3. You got assists. It's kind of wild, crazy game. And there's so many characters. It's like huge roster. It combines all the games before, like from X-Men, Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, and then the versus Street Fighter, Capcom.
Yep.
And they even have an original character who's a cactus who was maybe a prototype for a game that was never used.
Probably.
But there's a cactus he only exists in Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But he's not very good. That's the thing with that game as well. Like, there's 4 really killer characters, and the rest are kind of...
Oh, slow broken?
Yeah, I think it was always meant to be broken. It wasn't meant to be the balanced game. It was meant to be the crazy, out there, over the top. I can't believe you could do this game, right? Because it's all superheroes and stuff. So it's more of a fun time, wild fight kind of game.
Gosh, was that also an arcade game, correct?
Yeah, no, it is. It's a port of the arcade, so they made like a really...
That explains a lot.
Yeah. So you got the...
Arcade games are supposed to be fucking broken.
Yeah, exactly, right? So the Punisher is the first game that Marvel and Capcom did together, and that was a mild success, like nothing over the top, but it got its money back. So they said, all right, well, let's move forward. Street Fighter 2 was at its peak back then, so they said, let's do a Children of the Atom. And then Capcom said, okay, well, we'll put in the contract that we have at least one of our characters in there, because Marvel tried to fight it, but they got Akuma in there as a boss or a secret boss or something.
Yeah, he was an unlockable character at the end. But the really cool thing about the X-Men Children of the Atom, the character voices are done by the same people that voiced the characters in the 90s cartoon.
Yeah, that's a crazy story as well, because they did the voices back in Japan, and Marvel went to approve, and they're like, well, all the voices are not approved except for the, whites, what's it called, the Silver Samurai or something, who's actually a Japanese character, because they were voiced by Japanese people who, quote unquote, spoke English, right? And they were all refused, and they were like, what are we going to do? And one of the guys in Capcom USA was like, well, there's these guys who did the cartoons up in Canada. You can get them to do the voices. You're going to have like 50% tariff cost, but it's worth it.
Also, we have live video and recording of Patrick with the 2 French lady boys.
Lady boys.
Is that a fact?
No, I'm not going to tell anyone. You know what people will say if they found out I tried to fuck a lady boy and it turned out to be a lady girl?
Now just imagine the reverse of this situation, and it's Sylvia.
I'm afraid that may be misinformation that have been broadcasted. I am not affiliated with said footage.
By the way, Frederick, we still got to clip that from that stream. Where you gave Sylvia a 9 out of 10. Sylvia. Honestly,
yeah.
Fucking dude.
I mean, I'm down for it. I just have to... Do we still have the info? Stream
You know what? I'm somewhat of a man myself.
I've seen the paperwork. I've seen the paperwork. He was born that way.
That's the lizard coming out.
Oh, wow. Is that a mockingbird?
Man, is that a mockingbird? Is that a mockingbird?
They're heartless, those mockingbirds.
That's right. Wait until you find out what a mockingjay is,
Oh.
Yeah, Billy Bob, I think, yeah.
Listen, after listening to, 15 hours or more of the Fourth Wing audio, I will say Hunger Games, a little too harsh on it. Looking back on it now. I mean, third book is still absolute dog shit, but
it's pretty bad.
How do we get on the Hunger Games? And I missed a right turn or something.
We talked about
Mockingbird, Mockingjay.
Oh, okay. I bet I missed that reference. Gotcha. Yeah. I get it now.
Also, we have to announce our PSA for Bitcoiners and how to stop them.
Stop.
What I've just done is stop a potential 2-hour-long conversation about Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit 80K over the week, and you need to be on high alert for crypto bros with high confidence. This could be anyone. This could be a male coworker. This could be your brother-in-law. This could be your boyfriend's friend who's also a boy, or even a random man on the street. So say you've been approached by one of these crypto bros.
I used to have $2 in Bitcoin, but now it's actually $5.
So you've been locked in a conversation against your will. There's a few things you can try here. No. Now, this rarely works, but it gives you a good defensive base.
They said that they knew who Satoshi was, but actually in the documentary...
So what you want to try and do now is make him nervous. Make him distracted. Bitcoin just tanked and now it's only 20K. Whether or not this is true, this is going to make him nervous. He might even run and go look at his phone to see if this is true. Now, if none of these techniques have worked, you can try my last favorite technique, which is to take these 2 fingers and find the pressure points on the back of the neck.
Yeah, none of that works.
The only part with that bit that didn't work was it should have been the what was it, the judo chop, whatever, from fucking Star Trek.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the Vulcan hand grab thing.
But anyways, be on the watch for crypto bros and their conversations of Bitcoin. Why you can buy.
Well, speaking of Bitcoin, have you guys heard about the latest Bitcoin price? It's really going up.
Actually, it's gone down.
Oh, has it now?
Well, it went up and then down. It's dude, it's moved.
Hold
like
on
10...
while I check my phone.
Hold up, is it hot doing?
It went down to 92 and then up 10K and then back down 10K. It's quite volatile this one.
In fairness, that's Bitcoin. Anytime there's a spike in the market, it will go at a great high, then it'll fall down a lot, and it'll waver and eventually stabilize before it slowly goes up again.
But, don't worry, Patrick. I'm going to stay on about this for ever.
Another interesting metric to look at is the hash power as well. That's the total power of the network combined, and that's been going up to all-time highs. And that's you generally have the price following the hash power.
You know what? We need a vigilante against these crypto bros. I think I found the perfect one.
Bat Cat to save the day. I
That's
love
right.
that one. That one's an evergreen. Damn, that's a good
Also, Billy, do you guys want to know something really funny? Like Billy and Wrangler.
Mm-hmm.
So you know where Nikolai's wanting to build the public bathhouse in our game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's right over where the crop circles are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Just
I know.
letting you know.
I know.
That was a funny coincidence that I just realized.
Also, we need to acknowledge that one of my fighters have finally died.
Yes.
Okay, so you got to tell people which game it is because some of the listeners
It's
won't.
Castles and Crusades.
Yeah, we're playing a game of Castles and Crusades. Although I'm told through random accounts on Twitter that how we've been playing the game is secretly I've got an axe like group on my hands, which is a whole different system, but apparently the play style is very similar.
I don't know, but it was very funny because I accidentally forgot that I brought a level 1 fighter, and I swapped it with my other fighter because he was getting the shit kicked out of him, and she got torn in fucking half in the first fucking fight.
You lost it during that whole bit, dude. I think
so
you realized what was going to happen.
She did. I was like, oh well, shit. Anyway, she was the only female of my fighters, by the way. Who got ripped in half by a fucking big giant like mutated bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, DEI at its finest.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You want to know the funnier thing? I just rolled for like people who joined the town.
I'll be
It was
right
like
back.
8. It was like 8 elves who are all scouts, so all of them are going to be joining Frequency's scouting troop.
Nice. And then we got you know what? I think Christian regretted not showing up that session. Over 7,000 XP per person. Almost 4,500
You
gold.
guys got rich. Like, I expected you guys to get some gold. I didn't expect you all to get that much gold. And I'm like, am I giving you guys too much? I'm looking at the rule book, and it's like, no, this is like recommended for your all's level. I'm like, okay, damn.
That's right, but we'll be spending it a lot, so
That is true. You guys are spending it on, let's see, gatehouses, sewers, like a Roman style sewer system, and a public bathhouse that's meant to lock up with like Nikolai's like whole aphrodisiac business.
That's right. Because Nikolai's character is a pervert. I'm convinced of it now.
Oh gosh, what's going on here? What's happening in this town?
It's called a business scam, which is totally not a low-key brothel.
Yeah.
What are you talking? You let him fucking make a Viagra potion to sell to people.
He's like he's an alchemist, all right? I'm like, if you can roll for it and succeed, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, you're an alchemist. That
Also,
makes
I
sense.
forgot about this clip, by the way.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Starfish?
You watched Japan.
I thought the Japanese were allied with Hitler in World War II.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you here's one thing: Japan really loved the Hitler stash style. It's like in a shit ton of like 70s and 80s and 90s anime. By the way,
It is
fascinating.
stylish, yes.
Yes. Also, here, let me transition to this. We haven't played this in a bit. I don't think we played it last stream.
Salina.
Someone needs to bring up a picture of what she looks like now. I wonder.
No, I think we better off just remembering how she,
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
how she was.
Selena.
No, I
Selena.
looked at her. She's not bad. She's not bad.
What's her name?
She's
Selena what?
German, right? Or
No,
Italian, and she was in Germany singing in English to 11-year-old boys.
With their family.
What's her last name?
It's Sabrina Santanos or something like.
Wait, Sabrina. I thought it was Selena.
No, Sabrina. My bad. Sabrina I think Santanos. Look up "Summertime Love." Look up Sabrina.
Sabrina
Love.
Santiago.
No,
Sounds like it.
Santos.
Summertime Love.
She's Italian.
Yeah.
I do
Let's
like
look
he
up
says.
"Summertime Love." The
yes.
song's real easy to find. It's like her most popular song. You can even find performances of her close to the modern age. She looks decent for age.
Hold on, let me. Sabrina, what? San what? What'd you say your last name was?
It was like Santanos. Let's put "Summertime Love" next to it.
Sabrina Salarino.
There you
Salarino.
go. That's her face.
Oof, that one was a bad photo.
I mean, I still would.
There you go, Frederick.
beautiful.
If you can get past the plastic surgery, she still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my eyesight is not what it used to be, so it could happen.
It all works out.
Listen, that's what they made lights for, the dim.
Dimmers. Yeah. Dimmers and alcohol. You just keep bringing up the alcohol and bringing down the lights until the magic happens, you know?
It's
All
like
right.
a dichotomy.
Here's the thing. She has some good photos, not gonna lie. That one looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's pretty photogenic. And if you look in that clip, man, she's putting her heart into it. I mean, I keep looking at her heart
Both
and
hearts.
she's putting
Yeah,
her
breast
heart.
cancer.
It's a lot of heart, you know?
She had breast cancer.
Oh, she survived, huh? Good for her.
Well, I mean, the more breasts you have, the higher the odds of having cancer in it, I guess.
Yeah, but then again, she's like, what, fucking 50 years old, so...
This is not medical advice.
Woo!
I don't know what
No,
we
I
expected.
think she's older than that because that clip of her, that clip that we like to play of her, I was like,
No, she's 56 years old.
11, 13. Yeah, I was like the same age as those kids at the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
low light
right?
frequency,
Yeah.
She's 56 years old.
I wonder if she still does shows like for young 48-year-olds.
Young 48-year-olds.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the same age difference as she had back then. You know, just saying.
Well, that would be us.
No,
yeah.
she got the kids back to do it again.
Yes.
Instead of boys, it's middle-aged men, middle-aged men.
Oh, crap, I'm-
Doesn't quite have the
This
same
month.
ring
Wow.
to it, you know. It's just saying, not really the same.
All right, fine. Men in your prime.
Man,
That's still not.
Guys.
No, let's stick to the original script. guys.
Yeah, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, that's too long. 2 syllables.
We got the rights to the words. We're gonna sing the words, okay? From the
All
top.
right, anyways, let me play this. Please help us.
James, we need AI to make an extended version of that.
I just got an idea, Billy. Now that you say that, we just need to tell
Wait a minute,
Nikolai
there's a
that,
full
that
music
needs to be
video.
like Cyanistra's like theme song with her fucking business and everything.
Even better.
The what?
That needs to be Cyanistra's theme song for her business, just Viagra, 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 but with that that like theme to it and everything, same cadence and rhythm.
Yes.
I can remove the background music.
Let me play this clip.
Sabrina, yeah, that's her name.
Oh my god, my guys suck balls, you know it. Especially this motherfucker right here. If I suck balls, you are king of suck balls mountain. Shut the fuck up.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, violence is funny.
It really is, especially when it's happening to other people.
Barry's also just a really funny series.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. Yeah.
I just don't like what's her name's ending to the show. Hers
Well,
was
since you
undeserved.
kept playing Sabrina, I had to
Yeah.
put Sabrina in my picture there.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Are you still working on the shirt there? Because you were in the process of getting a shirt printed for Sabrina, right?
Oh, that shirt's been available on the merch store for a while now.
Frederick, I showed you mine. I have one.
Really?
Yeah, it's just next time when he does it, he needs to change the lettering on the bottom and not have
That's
that.
right. I remember that. Okay. I thought you were going to print another batch. Okay. Gotcha.
If he ever does
Because,
bring another batch, get a Neutron board to have the fading.
Yeah,
left
you
and
see,
right.
see how the S and the A at the end are
Yeah.
shadowed out?
It looks good on screen, but when you
t-shirt
print,
thing.
yeah, it muddies up with a lot of black on a t-shirt.
Sabrina.
It basically the S and the A.
That
are-
totally looks like her as well. Like it looks like Sabrina dancing with a knife. I could look. It's like she's dancing to the same music. That's what you need to do, James. Is get Wrangler's Sabrina to move and dance like our other Sabrina.
But instead of boys, it'll be murder, kill, kill.
Yes.
My book.
Buy my
book.
Why am I suddenly thinking of like a variation of that song now where it's just like Friday the 13th version? Where it's like kill, 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 ha ha.
Yeah, we're gonna bring this song back. It's gonna be all over the world. She's
Hold
gonna
up, you have
We just need to feed the song through like an AI generator.
Do you
and see what
guys
they can come up with.
really want to train an AI to sing kill, kill, kill?
Yes.
That could lead to bad, unfortunate sequence
Well,
of events.
you know what?
We've
There's
had-
always
they're
the
already
old
out there.
saying, fuck it, it
No
ain't my
risk, no reward.
One of the songs I generated is it's a parody of Beastie Boys' Girls, Girls, Girls. It's called Guns, Guns, Guns. And it's just naming off a bunch of guns.
Dude,
Hold up.
that's it. Do guns, guns, guns instead of boys, boys, boys.
What's already done? That's the song I'm telling you about. Guns, Guns,
This
Guns.
is going to be safer for Skynet to sing.
Hold up. Frederick, it is the perfect time to have Skynet try to wipe us out because we have
It's
Trump.
like cuddle, love.
We have
like
Don.
Skynet,
We have
think
the
about love.
Don in office, Frederick.
Yes.
It's been a bad time if Kamala won or Biden stayed in office. Then it'd
He's
be
the only one that can beat Skynet.
Well, Don is actually going to fund AI. He's putting like 500 trillion or something.
Yeah, but he's gonna find the good AI, not the Skynet.
Right. It's a good AI.
Right.
I mean, you like video games? That's good AI. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I know. I understand. It's just I'm still dubious. Skeptical is probably a better word.
I wonder how far we can really take generative AI, at least with video games. I am kind of curious.
I think
because I've dealt with it some, and it's like the models always kind of lack something. That's what I found.
I don't
just a
think
little bit.
I think right now in modern gaming we're stagnating.
Yeah, but what I mean is like I still think devs are going to experiment with the technology, both new devs and both kind of like AAA devs and like AA and indie to a certain extent. It's just how far can they really go with it? It makes me wonder.
I don't think so because I think they're getting lazy now, and
Yeah.
we
We don't need AAA games anyway. We need Triple D games.
What about the quadruple A devs?
Well, Ubisoft is going to be at the what's it called? The fucking food shelter,
Yeah.
Very soon.
The soup lines.
Here's the reason I don't think
I think intelligent is a more operative word, Fred.
I don't think we're gonna do it because right now we're in a moment where, fuck, look what the games are looking like right now.
mean,
They're
they
getting
already get
shittier, more
grants.
unbroken, unfinished.
They already get grants from Canada.
Who?
Are there
Ubisoft.
tariffs in those grants?
Tariffs were canceled because we're totally going to send the army to patrol the border, and we're going to have a fentanyl czar, and
No, we don't want the army. We want someone who knows what they're doing. Send the Canadian Mounties.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's the army. I'm saying the army, but like guards basically to patrol. So
I want a bunch of Dudley Do-Rights up there.
We could have.
I think,
the
I
Mounties.
think Trump's going to be. I think they'll be watching if Canada's actually doing it, and if not, there probably will be consequences.
Yeah, I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to cave. I think Trump's going to get what he wants.
Man, so much of these fucking countries sound like they wouldn't even exist without us.
You're the only ones who have freedom. And it's a lot easier to get a good economy going when you got freedom and you're a bunch of large states.
Yeah, we're pretty
together.
And the Second Amendment helps too. Don't you have a clip about that?
Oh, 100%. We got Second Amendment coming up. That's actually...
鉄十字団に恨みを持つ麻薬刑事さ。
And
Coming to Canada when we become the 51st state. Just saying, you know.
That's right.
Now, where's that clip about the guy telling us how much he believes in the Second Amendment?
We watched that one already.
You know what? We have
Play it
this.
again.
I'm a
America.
I'm a First Amendment absolutist. I believe in only two things completely, the First Amendment and boobs. Once they made the decision that they were not
did you
going
just
to
say
allow a
you believe in the First
conservative,
Amendment and-
non-sports-related commentary, they
Wait,
couldn't
hold
do it.
on. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly as a woman anchoring the show. Did you say the First Amendment and BWBS?
Boobs. Two things
As
that
a
will never
woman.
let me root down in this entire country's history, the First Amendment and boobs.
How would you even say that live on national television and with a female host?
Because I like...
He's
she
a
does it right.
national treasure.
Why is no one intelligent like me?
What is Patrick referring to when he says intelligent is a more appropriate?
It was like 5
word?
minutes ago, so I'm sorry I can't remember what it was in reference to.
All right, Patrick, tell us what you're referring to, because I think we all forgot.
What is this intelligence you speak of?
Are you
We
intelligent?
were talking about AI at the moment, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have an AI character in my story, which is
Correct me if I'm wrong, Otter.
interesting.
Aren't most AI systems, people think they're way more advanced than they actually are.
no, they're just
Oh,
on steroids.
You would be surprised how much of it preys off the human imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So even generative AI, which I would argue is probably one of the most advanced examples of AI, even that, a lot of it is more of a call it big data. It's more of a system where it's not necessarily a search engine, but it's basically
thing.
combed through tons and tons of data and found a through line to where it appears intelligent.
Now, granted, it is by far one of the most advanced things we've got. So,
Oh yeah, it's very
people,
intelligent.
it really is. Like they got
And it's helpful,
Claude
actually
A-
helpful for a lot of stuff.
Quote
Claude
unquote
AI is
intelligent, as in the logic is very sophisticated.
Yeah. Claude can both scan images and kind of understand sound and read words, and it combines all that so that way it can literally watch a fucking video for you and then break it down for you with extremely good accuracy. So it's not that dumb either.
Yeah, I mean, there's a running gag where people are using AI now to write up more fancier letters to people. And then people who get big letters use AI to turn them into resumed lists and everything. It's like we're like using AI as a buffer now.
Mark my words, we're gonna look like Wall-E, the humans from Wall-E soon.
Oh, well, I mean, not me.
Not you.
No, I'm not going to turn fat and lazy.
Hold up. We already have a picture of you as fat. I found you on TV.
It's not me.
That's 100% you. It really does look like you.
It's not me.
Y'all
And she's
remember-
not Asian. See, I think you have to get your eyes checked, Billy Bob. I think you might have like serious difficulties.
Hold up,
with your
she is
eyesight.
definitely Asian.
She's 100%
Even
Russian.
Otter said it was Asian.
Listen,
James said it
well,
was not Asian.
We'll have to ask Patrick. He's a specialist in Russians. He speaks Russian.
He's a. Well, I mean, if you want to consider those ladies, but okay.
Wait a
Have you
minute.
seen hot
Wait a
Russian
minute.
babes? There's hot Russian babes.
I don't think he's into the
There
the
are
Russian
hot
babes
Russian
that you
babes.
think of, Frederick.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that Russians are Asian. Russians are Asian, correct?
Russians are Asian?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're the
half, a
Asiatics.
good chunk of Russia is in Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
fucking
people
take
of
that, Frederick, you little stupid
the
fuck.
people of Russia are not Asian descendant, are they?
They're in Asia, so
Okay,
maybe.
I gotta show him. Okay, Patrick, since you're on, stay on. I'll show you this lady here.
Hold up,
Maybe we
no,
should
no,
call
no.
them
No. You can't show the finished version. The one you sent me is the one you have to send.
See this one. She's
also, that's a
Russian.
completely different drawing of what you.
Yeah, but it's the same character.
No.
She can't be just Asian in one picture and you claim
She was
she's
Asian in the pictures you
Asian.
sent me, dude. Like 100%.
Well, you drew her, so maybe one of them you drew as an Asian, the rest
Listen,
you didn't.
you're always watching hentai, so I think your
I'm not.
memory's affected by it.
Hold
Is
up,
this
you're
one?
watching hentai? I mean, you're telling on yourself there, Fred.
I prefer amateur.
I don't watch that weeb crap, you know it.
Right.
Exposed.
You wish.
Otter and Umbrella are the one who watched the weeb crap, okay?
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Otter's like, Shield Hero's my favorite anime.
No, it's not. I like Shield Hero, but it's far from my favorite.
Oh, you know what? Before we end up wrapping this up, Otter.
Yeah.
Me and Otter are eventually going to be doing a Shadow of the Conqueror review. Now,
well, you've
Otter-
been saying that for months.
Now, this past weekend, Otter ended up coming over to my house, so I made him read Shadow of the Conqueror. graphic
Ooh.
novel. Why don't you give us a little bit of your thoughts on it, Otter?
I thought it was going to be a little better than the novel. It turns out I actually think it's a little bit worse.
How did you like the action scenes?
I mean, it was a great 0.05 milliseconds.
Oh, dude.
Dude, Frederick, I showed him that one. She definitely looks a little Asian in that one.
Yeah, that's an Asian.
She does look Asian.
Ting, 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 something
See, how we do this is we take the picture, we send it to some folks we know, and we don't even tell them. It's like, what do you think of this manga? See what
Matter of
they say.
fact, if you put that in Assassin's Creed Shadows, it'd fit, you know?
No Asians allowed in Assassin's Creed.
Ling, ling. Ling, ling, you forgot your bling, bling. Matter of fact, someone needs to put that in a meme for
right.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
First of all, asking people for opinions is so like 20th century. Now we ask the AI, okay, what nationality is she? And the AI will tell you.
All right. Otter.
Yes.
Go ahead. Give us some of your thoughts on Shadow of the Conqueror.
The art was something. Let's put it this way. I have plenty of problems with the novel. I have a lot of mixed opinions on that book. Some good, a lot bad. But there's one difference. Whenever Shad wrote Dalen in that book, he knew full well that Dalen was not a good person. I think how he handled that was not very good, because it's like he's ultimately trying to be a hero while also posing that he can never be one, and it doesn't work nearly as well as Shad thinks it does. Still, you can tell what Shad's going for. Problem is, in the graphic novel, it is a very truncated version of the first act of the book, I would say. So you're missing a lot of exposition, and you're getting like the worst of both worlds, where it's like the novel has a lot of like exposition dumps. You get one gigantic exposition dump in the first few pages, and then after that it's like, actually, I think this needs more. It needs more. Worst part, however, is the dialogue. It reads like it's supposed to, like it's trying to be a classic superhero comic, but I'm like, the main character is basically Stalin meets Genghis Khan, who's trying to atone. That doesn't feel like Superman to me. I don't know. Also, the art was not my favorite. I really think Micah Miller needs to work on his facial expressions. There's some uncanny facial expressions in that graphic novel.
Also, the person did the coloring. Now, this is hard to show on you. When I was taking pictures and showing it them, what was it, a year or something ago when it came out, released? I have a yellow light on mine, so it makes the coloring look brighter. But when you actually see it in real person, it's actually very dull coloring. Also, Frederick, you need to define her ass a little bit more.
Define her ass?
Mm-hmm. Looks a little flat, not gonna lie. Bit rounder, man. Bit rounder.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna fully disagree with that because, like, what the character's going for and everything, at least at first, yeah, like it makes sense. Go for it, Frederick.
She needs a thicker booty. She's so skinny.
It's all in the hips.
She needs to be singing "Boys, Boys, Boys." All right.
That's
right, Sabrina.
I love that song.
Also, I had the
Good song.
By the way, I had the perfect example when Otter was reading that the 2-page spread one. I was like,
Wait, what did you just say?
In Shadow of the Conqueror.
A 2-page spread.
The spread eagle.
Splash page.
No, spread eagle.
Splash spread.
Spread eagle.
Spread splash.
Spread eagle. Anyways, it's a really shitty done spread eagle. I showed you to you, Fred.
Oh my god.
It's a really shitty spread eagle. And then I
damn.
pulled up from Berserk from you remember this, Frederick, is from like the 3rd volume, the Battle of Durenheim or something.
Are you showing something? Oh no, you just described it.
Where Guts goes against the Rhino commander dude.
Right.
And that Des does it, you know, the fucking weird pedo dude that Griffith's going against. In that fight, you have them where they clash with their horses, and it has as them small on the horses, and then above them is their faces and shit, their big faces.
Yeah,
in the
like
Shadow of the Conqueror one, you have them clashing in the middle, and then it's segmented with no borders of the black dude fighting the other knights. And then above, or no, in the middle of them is both of their faces clashing with the swords. It's such a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It looks awful, man.
And I showed Arter that page, and then I immediately pulled out the Berserk one, went right to it, and I was like, see how this one's better?
Yeah.
So it's going to be funny. That's right, Patrick. She needs a bigger ass, just saying.
Everybody's a critic. Ain't that the truth, Patrick?
That's right.
I think
But
if
don't
you
be like
ever
Eric July, you got to learn how to take it.
if you ever
Yeah.
become a creator at all, it's like that, like you realize that pretty quickly. Literally everybody has something critical to say about your creation. It can be good criticism, it can be okay, it can be terrible. Regardless, everybody is going to have a critical opinion that they're going to want to give you.
Yeah, if nobody's criticizing it, you did something way wrong.
You know what? That's actually a very good point.
Also, I want to play this clip before we start wrap up. Just because this has been very fun this year, and I can't wait for more compilations like this.
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.
Love it. Love that clip.
So
where
great,
where was that? The SJW screaming choir conducting clip again? Can we? See
Yeah,
that?
we played it earlier. It's right.
We'll play it one more time before
Yeah,
showtime.
let's do it. It's worth it.
Do it.
Are you playing it? That's what AI was made for.
The memes.
Yes.
No, not even handle the
memes, the parodies.
Listen, it
The
could,
wonderful
AI had
memes.
to go to AI, psychologists and stuff, therapy after having to produce that clip,
Well, yeah,
I know
AI is kind of like, it has this weird, like, if 3D had an uncanny valley, AI has a kind of a demonic uncanny valley,
That's why I say AI works very well for horror.
Yes, because it's fucking horrifying when it starts to do its own thing.
I was actually getting into like a debate with a couple other people like about a couple of weeks ago, arguing where it's like, when I see a lot of AI faces, it feels like I can pick out the same like dozen or so expressions. I don't know how to describe it other than like the AI smile for a character. It feels like I've seen that smile like 3 dozen times.
Yeah. And there's also especially for Grok, there's also like the foreground, background, like background's a little blurry, foreground is clear and perfectly so. Like all those images, you can instantly tell they're AI at a glance without looking at details, just because of the focus, quote unquote.
That's what I like calling having the AI, as in EYE.
Yes, we all got it.
Thank
We were like, this is the
Yeah.
dad joke to close us out.
I'm a lawyer. This is a
Chill
lawyer
time.
joke.
We start.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now! Little off course here! Holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
I got to say, it's kind of funny how whenever anybody complains about the ethno swapping and stuff, because we're sick of all the agenda pushing in movies, they call us bigots. Yeah, all of us people who complain about that, I don't think one of us complained about Zazie Beetz playing Domino.
Yeah, and Domino's a unique race swap as well, because I didn't even notice she was race swap because she's got that black eye over a white face, or black face over a white eye.
Yeah, but I mean, she's one of those. She fit the role so well, nobody complained.
A good character. People wanted more of her in the sequel.
Yeah. And seeing all those Rob Liefeld characters together reminds me, like Youngblood. He's coming back to Youngblood under Image now. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
He's done with Deadpool at Marvel, and now he wanted to return to Youngblood, and he was going to do it under his own brand or another brand. But what's his name? Walking Dead guy who just he was the last to join the Image guys, because to be honest, he wasn't part of the founding group, but he had such a huge success with Walking Dead that they made him an honorary, well, more than an honorary, but they made him part of the founders, basically, owners.
Okay.
And I think he's the one who said, well, you can't have Youngblood anywhere but Image. Like, this is the book that founded Image. Like, we got to bring you back under the Image umbrella. And he asked everybody if it would be okay for Liefeld to come back. Because I don't know if you guys know the whole Image story, but there was like some bad blood between the Liefeld and the members of the rest of Image
I wasn't familiar with any of it.
Yeah, because it was we're since we're at the closing of the show, it's a bad time to get into it. But there's whole documentaries about the story of what they went through. It's kind of impressive, man. What they
Should we save that for next week, perhaps?
Yeah, let's get back into it next week. We can watch some documentaries and mull it over. But for tonight, let's just tell the people what we're working on and where they can find us, starting with you, James.
Hey, world. I'm a lizard. I have a Substack where I practice law and write short stories, mostly short stories. Check out my short stories. I got 2 of them coming up. A Billy Bob Sax story and another one, which is a military sci-fi that's really great. People that have read it really like it, and I'm excited to get it out there. And that's going to be out there next month. Check it out at worldwithoutendlord.substack.com. There's a lot of dots in there.
Sweet.
Yeah, passing it over to you, Otter.
Well, if you're looking to see what the Otter has to write, he has a Swords and Sorcery book out at the moment, getting pretty close to being finished with the second one. Things have been a little bit delayed just on account that I've been on the road this last week. But all in all, I am actually in the process of wrapping things up with book 2. I am also in the process of streaming Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm hoping to get back into pretty soon once things settle down just a little bit.
Oh, I got that one too. I bought it. I installed it. Haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it so far, despite how bad I am at the game. But yeah, you can find me streaming that on YouTube, and I'm hoping to continue that playthrough pretty soon anyway. Hoping, just in general, hoping to stream more. And so far, it's been a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's fun watching you stream. Red Dead was an incredible one to stream as well. Like the whole snow scene at the beginning is quite thrilling. It looks like a freaking Tarantino movie. Like it looks like the Hateful Eight, the beginning of the Hateful Eight.
Well, here's the thing: like Hateful Eight takes from it as well, but it's an homage to the Great Silence. Both that and the Hateful Eight are like straight up. They're borderline stealing from it. It's like that close.
Yeah.
Well, there's one scene in Red Dead Redemption 2 that's a straight up copy, very much inspired from that movie, the train scene.
That's fine. You know, art is theft after all, as they say. The old
I'm not
adage.
really criticizing. I'm just.
It's brilliant. Like people always talk about Red Dead Redemption. I never played those games, but I played Red Dead Revolver. And one thing that I still do to this day is listen to the fucking soundtrack. Because if you listen to that, if you ever want to get into like the Western feel, just put on the soundtrack of Red Dead Revolver. Because it is actually a collection of a bunch of Western tunes from different spaghetti Westerns throughout the era, all compilated together.
I do like the theory that Uncle is Red Harlow.
That'd be interesting.
Revolver. Even I don't care. I mean,
yeah,
it's canon to me. Also, I do love in Red Dead Redemption 2 that Rockstar did keep the voice actor for Uncle because he died during the development of the game. So they had to get a different actor to come in and redo his lines and then finish it off. The rest of the character, I forgot. He died like not super early, but in the recording process and stuff. But they kept in all his singing voice lines. You can hear it.
That's good.
Drink.
There you go. I have to find Lenny.
Hey, where are you at? Leave the kid alone, you goddamn animals. Who do you think you're talking to? Nobody.
You gotta find Lenny, Frederick. You gotta find Lenny.
What did you say? What? I said, what did you say? Get off. Shut up, mister. Yeah. Shut your mouth, mister.
Is this the first Red Dead?
No, this is Red Dead.
Oh, this is the second one? Okay.
Hey, where are you hiding now?
Wow. This looks like more fun than I thought.
It's one of the early chapters, or one of the early missions. Let me put it like this: early Like chapter 2 and most of chapter 3 are pretty funny and great and happy. And then chapter 4, 5, and 6 happen.
Oh yeah.
It gets more and more depressing.
Oh no.
That's the great mission of find Lenny while you're drunk. And there's a little bit of difference. If you manage to escape the cops, you can get away. If you manage to fucking hit something or get caught by them, you'll have the cutscene of Dutch and Jose and them getting you out of prison or jail in the town.
Oh yeah.
It would kind of be cool if they remade Red Dead Revolver with the whole redemption vibe, you know?
I don't think it would work. Red Dead Revolver is more of a like supernatural, like Western, like
Is it a Rockstar game as well, or I've never heard of it?
Not
Actually,
really.
no. It was by a different dev studio, and Rockstar ended up buying them out, I believe.
Yep. It's actually very much the same situation as Max Payne.
I guess you'd call it a prequel because they do keep it in canon, but they don't really, you know.
Not really. I mean, it has Easter eggs, but like I said, I like the theory that Uncle was actually Red Harlow, and the story of Revolver is just Uncle, like, really fucking exaggerating it. Which does kind of work with Revolver because it is very much a over-the-top old Western legend.
Yeah, it borrows from the spaghetti westerns of old.
Yep.
And like I said, soundtrack is amazing. Absolutely one of the best fucking soundtracks out there.
Anyways, who are we on Shield?
Wrangler, I believe.
All right. You can find me on my YouTube channel. Do a channel search for @Wrangler212. Every Monday night, we do the weekly Wing It with usually all the gentlemen you see on screen here tend to show up. And also, you can find my stuff on Amazon, Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World, a magic-fueled sci-fi adventure. And the follow-up to it, the New World Detectives, The Legend of Shalar. You can find that in Substack at Frequency Studios Substack. And you can also follow me on the X Twitter, Truth, whatever that butterfly site was, and Minds under
Blue
Frequency
Sky.
Studios. I'm in all those spots. And yeah.
Awesome.
Blue Sky, yeah, I couldn't even remember the name of it.
There you go. Billy Bobsack, tell the people.
There you go. There's my shield. Find a hot Mongolian girlfriend.
That will
Oh, he
be
smells like a horse.
Yes, that is acceptable. I will accept that. And imakecomics.com. That's the forward address that'll take you to Rattel Comic, where you can follow along the progress of the making of the comic book. You can see samples of the art, as well as links to my Twitter and Nostr feeds. So check it out. Got a couple of interviews on there as well. I'm also on Comicsgate Commandos on Wednesday with Patrick Quinlan. We're going to have a show tomorrow for you where we're going to be talking about that Fantastic Four trailer, because I know
Also-
Patrick is a big fan of the Fantastic Four.
And don't forget to check out Patrick's comics as well.
You mean the
Before we
Fantastic
go,
Days?
we got inside footage of the next Avenger movie.
Yes, I play it.
Info treat. You know, back before the war broke out, I was a saucier in San Antone. I bet I could call up some of them greens. Yeah, noodle some crawfish out the patty, yo. Maybe some crab apples for dessert.
Finally caught up to him, didn't it?
I'm gonna be in Hollywood tomorrow, going through the fires, picking up some real estate. But while I'm down there, I'm gonna be talking to the guys behind this movie, see if we can go ahead and get some representation in there. Change the title to The Fantastic Gays. I think it'll do really, really good at very, very small locations around the world.
Listen, Patrick, one advice I can give you is upload a fucking thumbnail to your streams, dude.
He has been uploading thumbnails. Have you not seen? You haven't been in the recent episodes. There's been thumbnails.
No, because I've been getting off of work and tired.
See? But you can't complain about the thumbnails when they're thumbnails.
But I was complaining because there used to not be thumbnails.
That was a long
Speaking
time
of
ago.
tired, I am gonna go lay down. I am out. Have
Yes.
yourself a wonderful weekend.
Have a good one, James.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
one,
coming
James.
on.
See you,
Gotcha,
James.
but
bitch.
The opening to Comics Cake Windows, that opening tune just gets you pumped.
Yeah, and the closing as well, because he always like closes on a fake outrage. But there's a lot of fake outrage nowadays. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for tuning in. It's fun having you. This is a good show. And listen. That's going to be our...
You know, if you send me that clip, we can edit on Saving Canada on that.
Yeah, well, that's going to be our outro clip once we become the 51st state. But for now, we have to still salute the Canadian flag per our podcasting license. So good night, everybody. Bonsoir. À la prochaine. Au revoir. See you. Ciao.
God bless.
Ciao, look, I told you she's fucking Asian.
Arrivederci.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.